My life before Jesus was very empty and often felt pointless most days. I was in a severe burn accident at the age of 11 and received treatment and care until the age of 21. I was in a very dark place for so long and had no idea how to get out. My self-image was destroyed and I was labeled by many as the girl with burns. That felt like my only identity for very long. I had chronic nightmares my entire life that progressively became more and more demonic the older I became. I became fearful of going to sleep as I knew I would only be filled with anxiety and fear of what my dreams would consist of each night. The best part of most people's days I dreaded the most, as I feared falling asleep each night due to the unpredictable nightmares I endured nightly. I started to experience sleep paralysis along with seeing paranormal things all around me on a frequent basis. Despite all that, I had to deal with my relationship with my father, who was and still is emotionally abusive, which is something I continually have to deal with and learn to forgive. Life was terrifying and unforgiving before I met Christ. One night, I was having a horrific nightmare where I saw what I thought to be hell and felt demons trying to drag me into this dark place. As I cried and I screamed, I heard what I believed to be God's voice in this bright light from above saying, "I am the light." And my nightmare immediately ceased and I felt this overwhelming feeling of safety and comfort. I shot awake in cold sweats as my nightmare was so intense just moments before I heard those words. From that moment on, I started to seek Christ last October of 2023 and commit my life to Him in January of 2024. My best friend helped guide me spiritually and I finally realized I cannot do life without Christ. Jesus has changed my entire perspective of life and I live for Him now. Something I've always battled with was when people asked me what the purpose of life was, and quite frankly, I saw no purpose to life other than suffering and sadness until I found Jesus. I finally feel as though I have a purpose in this life, and it's to show everyone around me the love of Christ, to be as selfless as possible, to show God's love through my actions towards others, and to guide people to God and spread the good news. I feel like a whole new person. Life isn't as scary anymore as I trust Christ with my plan full-heartedly. Life is beautiful and more fulfilling to know I have eternity with Christ once I leave this world. My nightmares have stopped and my identity is fully with Christ, no longer the scars I thought once defined me.